Guys, Alex here. Today we're going to review the Master of Science Computer Science program from Georgia Tech. So this is infamously nicknamed OMSCS. And those are the initials for this program, and those initials have become very popular. There's even a website, I think it's called OMSCS Central, and that website reviews every single course, and people can comment on the rigor and difficulty and what's within each course. So this program is a very tough program. It's a very prestigious program. It's probably one of the most prestigious online master degrees regarding any major on the entire, online spectrum. It's very difficult, very rigorous, and I will explain some of my own experience. But mostly this is going to review the program in general and not so much my experience, but I will go over that. So we're going to start with the admission process, and I will go over the admission page details. So I have a lot of computer science and software engineering almost graduates that are watching this, and they might be curious about a master's degree program. So this is probably one of the most prestigious ones you can find on the internet. Plus, a lot of people do this for the affordability factor. This program for a master's degree is actually extremely affordable. It might have changed a little bit, but I think the whole program is still like $8,500. Like, that's insane, right? Like a actual amazing school, amazing program for like $8,500, And I might be like overestimating a bit. It actually might be slightly cheaper than that. I just don't want to give you guys a number lower than what it actually is. I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. So very good program, very affordable. Each class will probably run you $800, which is just really, really, really affordable. So how do you get into this program? Basically, you need a 3.0 GPA, and if you went to WGU, like a lot of my watchers watch this channel, WGU would automatically give you a 3.0, and I see most WGU computer science graduates get into this program without needing anything extra. Now, if you failed a class at WGU or something like that, your GPA might be slightly below 3.0, and maybe you need to get some A's somewhere else. But for the most part, you should be accepted. And I was accepted into this program. I see many other people getting accepted with I would say as low as a 2.6 GPA, especially if your computer science GPA was a little higher, like 2.8 or 2.9. But I've seen people get accepted into this program with as low as a 2.6, and they just want to see the required coursework. See the required coursework. They want to see the 3 reference letters. You need 3 academic reference letters, preferably from professors, or, it could be like your WGU mentor. I believe my 3 reference letters were, I had one from my WGU mentor, I had one from a WGU professor, and I had one from I did a series of courses, a series of college courses at the University of San Diego regarding programming. And this was actually after my WGU degree. So I got that guy as a academic reference as well. And he actually wrote a really good one. But, any 3 academic reference letters should work. So that should get you in if you have the required coursework. A computer science degree would have all the required coursework. It should, in theory. So if you get the computer science degree, at least a 2.6, 2.7 GPA, and you have all the, academic letters, you should be approved for this program. I can't guarantee it, but you should theoretically be approved. And this program also accepts international students, as far as I'm aware, which is also an amazing thing. For those of you that did not complete a computer science degree, let's say you completed a software engineering degree, which has most of all the same courses, right? Some software engineering degrees don't have discrete math, so you would have to complete that. So you definitely need at least Calculus 1 to get into this program. You definitely need discrete math 1. So you definitely need those to get into the program. Those are required. You definitely need 1 or 2, introductory programming courses. More programming courses, the better. They're going to look at your degree and your transcript and see what you have, what kind of programming you have, if you'll be able to make it through the program. They want, obviously, like any school, they want a high graduation rate, right? They don't want to take somebody that can bite off more than they can chew. All right, guys, I am in a screen recording here, and I would like to show the admission criteria page as I just went over. So obviously you need a bachelor degree, typically in computer science, math, computer engineering, or electrical engineering, but you can easily do software engineering or some other kind of tech discipline and still get into this program. I think those would probably be the main ones, though. I would say the main degrees to get into this program would be computer science, obviously, math, computer engineering, electrical engineering, software engineering, and I would put physics on there too. So obviously math and physics and even software engineering, you need a couple more courses like discrete math to get into this program. But if you did like math or physics and your minor was computer science, so you'll be completely golden, in my opinion. I recommend anyone doing those two majors regardless, like even if you don't want to do a master's program, to do a minor in computer science. Like physics and math, just having that minor, if you want to get into the software engineering world or just being able to know how to code and do some computer science basic things, is just extremely valuable. So like later on in my life, I love physics personally. So later on in my life, when I don't have like a lot going on, maybe in my 50s or something, I would love to go back to school and get a bachelor's in physics. I think that'd be really fun. But I know that'd be like a lot of work. So I do not have time for that currently. So plus this master's program eats up a lot of my time. So we're going to get into the specializations for this Master of Science Computer Science program. And we're also going to go over some of the courses here. So you have 5 specializations. And the human-computer interaction one is pretty new. So human-computer interaction would be pretty good if you just want to be a front-end developer, a software engineer, which is, the most popular software engineering job, just being a front-end developer, a web developer. So that would be a pretty popular one here, and you don't have to do graduate algorithms. Some people would advise not doing this and, making sure you get graduate algorithms done. It's obviously, if you want to work in AI, if you want to work in, there's so many fields that would require good algorithm knowledge. And if you want to pass an interview, like graduate algorithms will give you some really good data structures and algorithm knowledge. So there's 5 good ones here. Like if you want to work in robotics, you pick this one. Computing systems has a little bit of everything. I think this is probably the most popular one from what I've researched. I know this one and machine learning are both really popular. And then human-computer interaction, I think, will be pretty popular. It's just pretty new. I think this is only like a year and a half old at the most. Interactive intelligence, pretty cool. I think that has like some data in it and, maybe some psychology type of stuff. I haven't really looked into it that much. And then machine learning. So machine learning is a pretty good one as well. So if you want to get into AI, data, any of that, machine learning is really good. And I think this is what made this degree initially really popular, is the machine learning specialization. So human computer interaction, this is pretty new. Let's take a look at it. So, and I've taken this course, human computer interaction. It is very heavy workload. So that's one thing I will say about the Institute of Georgia Technology Computer Science program is, if you're thinking about this program, guys, it is much different than any other online program, okay? This is not a normal online program, okay? This is a very heavy workload program. If you are very meticulous, if you are very fine to the details, one course in this program could really just take you 25 hours a week. It is very rigorous. I actually, unless you have a lot of time on your hands or you're just very time efficient, I'm not that time efficient. If you're very time efficient, if you're very not time efficient, like I would not recommend doing 2 courses a semester in this program. Like I would recommend doing 1 course and finishing this in like 4.5 years. Like it's that it's that difficult. Now, I don't want to scare anybody away. This is a very prestigious program. And maybe you are not in a rush and you just really want to learn. This is like the perfect online degree to actually learn computer science and just absolutely sharpen your skills. So if you just want to learn and you don't care about getting a degree for like 4 years, then this program is definitely for you. Now, if you want a degree faster, you'll learn on your own a little more, then you might want to pick a different master's program. But this program, I'm telling you, is hard, but it's hard in a good way. I don't want to scare anybody off the program. Georgia Tech did an amazing job with this program. It is very rigorous, very respected, very prestigious. So I'm just saying it's going to be an extremely heavy workload. So human-computer interaction, like that, this one's going to eat up at least 20 to 25 hours of your time. It's per week. Has a lot of stuff in it. So basically, you need the core classes, both of these right here. So human-computer interaction and this one too. So you'll do those 2 courses. And the cool thing I like about Georgia Tech is they allow you to pick some of your own electives on the free electives. And the classes at Georgia Tech are like so cool. Like you'll have trouble like deciding which ones you want to do because there's just so many cool options. So for this one, it has to be these 9 hours. So video game design, education technology, and introduction to cognitive science. And interactive technology, you need, I think, 1 of these courses. Yes. 2 sub-areas below, including, so you take introduction to health informatics, go to free electives here. And then on free electives, you pick, I think, either 4 or 5 courses. Let's just say 5. And there's just so many good courses to pick here. Artificial intelligence. I've had my eye on this one for a while. Advanced Malware Analysis. And this course is very fascinating too. I just love psychology. And if you could bring that from like a tech perspective, it's just very fascinating. And game AI, like if you want to learn how to put a game together, even like a very simple program, like this course is very valuable. There's another one in here that is very valuable regarding that as well, if I can find it. So machine learning and deep learning are very crucial courses if you want to get into AI. Natural language processing, quantum computing, introduction to computer law. Like these are all just some very fascinating courses. They have just so many really, really good courses. There's one course I've been having my eye on too, which is simulation. I think it's this one, modeling, simulation, and military gaming. I think that would be very cool. I did not pick a specialization. I've been doing like free electives, but I probably settle on machine learning. But then again, I've been debating, like I just do not have the time, and I might switch master degree programs, which is more on myself than Georgia Tech. It's just this is a very rigorous program, and I have a lot going on in my life. I have a job. I have many hobbies, including this YouTube channel. So just completing this degree, like the amount of hours it takes, has just been taking a huge toll on me lately. So I might switch to a master's in artificial intelligence somewhere, or I'm not sure, but that's what I've been debating. But if not, I will probably finish at Georgia Tech and do the specialization of machine learning. But yeah, they have many, many great courses here, guys. We'll let's get into one of the other specializations, and we'll go to machine learning here. I think this is like one of the top 2 popular choices. So you have to take Introduction to Algorithms. It's a very very hard course. Machine learning, and you're definitely going to take computer vision for sure. Deep learning, you're definitely going to want to take that. Natural language for sure. I really want to take this natural language class. So there are many, many good courses here. And what are some electives you'd want to do with machine learning? There's many you could take. Computational photography could be a good one. Distributed computing. You still would probably want to take human-computer interaction, in my opinion. Machine learning for trading, if you want to, learn about trading, how all that works. Natural language processing. Quantum computing. I think that would be very valuable on a machine learning specialization. Still might want to learn data and visual analytics. Modeling and simulation would still be a good one for this specialization. There's still a lot of great course. Artificial intelligence, obviously. Machine learning and AI basically go hand in hand. Applied cryptography, that doesn't necessarily have too much to do with it, but like that's a very valuable class. Advanced operating systems, that sounds like a really good course too. Like I'm sure I've heard of some people like they complete this degree and they still want to do more courses, like they want to, do all of these courses because you just learn so much information. Like there's so many good, valuable topics here. Like all of these courses, most of them sound so interesting. There are some I'm not really interested in, right? Like, digital marketing even sounds slightly interesting as well. Marketing is always a useful skill. But there are some, like intro to high performance computing, I wouldn't really care about that. Like cyber physical design and analytics. Like there are some courses in here that would not really pique my interest that much. Video game design is a really cool sounding course. I used to, I've never designed a video game, but, back when I was age 12 to like age 18, I designed a lot of, 99.9% of the people watching this will have no idea what I'm talking about. That's fine. But back when I was like 12 to 18, I designed a lot of maps for StarCraft and Warcraft 3. And basically, it's similar to programming a game. You program your triggers, you program how the map looks, a lot of designing, basically like a lot of front end work. And you program your units, you program how your units look like, it's like you're building your own game within the game, basically. It takes a lot of research, a lot of time goes into it. So, but I made a lot of maps back then in my teenage years. A lot of Dragon Ball Z maps, actually. So if any of you have heard of like DBZ All Sagas, I made a lot of variations of that. And I made my own maps as well. Things like Mission to Namek, stuff on that regard, and some DBZ Warcraft 3 maps. But that seems like a long time ago now. I'm in my mid-30s now, and time has flown by. But this Georgia Tech Online Masters in Computer Science, it's a great program. If you don't have the time to dedicate to it, I would think twice. This is a very prestigious, rigorous, difficult program. Okay? Like I said, I don't want to scare anybody. If you really have your heart set on this, this is a degree that will look great on your resume. And not just that, you'll learn so much information. This is one of those degrees where you're going to learn a ton and sharpen your skills like ton. If you're a curious person, your brain just wants to learn about computer science and you just want to soak up all the information you can learn, this degree is perfect for you. And it's not that much money. I applaud Georgia Tech for making this under $10,000. Like, that's incredible. That's like an amazing thing that they did. Most schools would probably charge anywhere from $15,000 to $40,000 for something like this, and they're charging like $8,000. So it's absolutely amazing that they put this degree out there for a very affordable price. And all of these courses, just look at it. All of these amazing informational courses. And this video is not sponsored or anything. I'm just going over a program that I'm currently enrolled in. And yeah, like this very good program. If any of my computer science or software engineering or even cybersecurity, like I have a lot of bachelor degree students in all three of those programs. If you're in any of those programs, or even cloud computing, like if you're in any four of those programs, you can definitely get into this, and this would be a great master's degree for you. If you're in cybersecurity or cloud computing or even software engineering, you'd have to add a few more courses like discrete math. And I know Calculus 1, if you don't have that as well. And you can do it, guys. These courses are not as hard as you think. Discrete math and Calculus 1 are highly passable if you study. They're not this thing you should be scared of. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I spend about, like, my time is full. I don't watch any TV. I haven't watched TV for who knows how long. Like, the last time I watched a movie or TV show was like 10 months ago. Like, I do nothing, I work on my YouTube channel. I work on this master's degree. I work on, I go to my job, I work on my other hobbies. I have, programming hobbies, websites I'm working on, like my schedule is full. And so this program takes up a lot of time, and it's a very rigorous program. So my experience is you learn a lot. You'll learn a ton, but it'll take up a lot of hours. And if you want to enroll in this program, just make sure you have the free time. Make sure even if it's just one course you're going to take, just to be on the safe side, make sure you have like 25 spare hours a week. Okay. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Once again, a great program. I can't say enough good things about this program. Very difficult, but you learn so much information. So for those of you who are tuning into me for the first time that are probably enrolled in this program and you got suggested it in the algorithm feed, my channel goes over, college videos and how you can graduate faster, and also some basic computer science stuff and things of that accord. So if that interests you, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and please tune into my future videos. It would mean a lot. Thank you.